are God. The white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass she the prophet. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know that it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and know boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, young, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the problem. Step, I'm solid for show. To them fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ask you the prophets, that baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We would
told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least spit. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this. Yeah. I'm taking life for what it is. Yeah. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures. Hey. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quit the fuss, show me love, I need love. Don't wanna leave me, I'm mixing up my damn problems. I'm mixing out all of that violence. If you with me, we on that fly shit. To all these worldly bastards around us, I say, I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go beast mode. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, UPK made me like this.
Like smart.
Gotta be ready for when the war starts. Fighting these battles through life got us accumulating war scars. Nothing is given. We going through these curses while we living. We soldiers on the mission until the dead in Christ is risen. I thank the Lord for all the biggins. Most High in Christ for all the fallen soldiers that I didn't mention. For all the fallen sisters too. Through the years trying to fight back the tears cause we missing you. And I never met Kama War, but I hear stories from the brothers. And the truth, he was a dinosaur. And I know one day we all gotta die. I pray I go honorable like Makata's eye. Fighting through these curses to survive. I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers, fighting through these curses to survive. I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers. It's war at all costs, they killing us off. We holding on to all thoughts, no memories lost. And you can fall for they snare.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it post shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit.
One way, one way, one way, one way, one way.
Coming up on my double.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fuckers scared some. Get the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow air ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on chopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my divorce.
Like Snort.
Gotta be ready for when the war starts. Fighting these battles through life, got us accumulating war scars. Nothing is given. We going through these curses while we living. We soldiers on the mission until the dead in Christ is risen. I thank the Lord for Abba Bibbins, Most High in Christ for all the fallen soldiers that I didn't mention. For all the fallen sisters too. Through the years trying to fight back the tears cause we missing you. And I never met Kama War, but I hear stories from the brothers. And the truth, he was a dinosaur. And I know one day we all gotta die. I pray I go honorable like Makata's eye. Fighting through these curses to survive. I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers, fighting through these curses to survive. I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers. It's war at all costs, they killing us off. We holding on to all thoughts, no memories lost. And you can fall for they snare.
Take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at birth, the devil's redefining work.
Someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making dough, what they
forsaken, so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was fam, leave you unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim. Like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shot to David Berkowitz. Pussy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since now, no, not the actor, but the year he's ever. Not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turns his words to mirth from Babel. Front lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built.
April 15th.
April 15th, Florida, Cocoa Beach. Contact the school, get your ticket, if you like, go to Esther, the whole night. You know what I mean? What's the next one? It's like
Feast of Purim, February 14th and 15th.
Oh shit, sounds low. But Mike was off. That sound better. Give me a 1 of a con. If that sounds better, so luck, yeah.
February 14th, 15th falls on a Monday and Tuesday. It's a 2-day feast, the opening and the closing. 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW.
There you go. 394 Lodge Road, B18, 5PW. Make sure you contact the school as well. If you want to come to the Passover, you get all the information, the whole night. Your Mike's better still. See, come on, man. You have to, man. You know what I mean? Contact the school, put you in the right department. You know what I mean? For travel and all that there. So, yeah, man. So, we go to a few topics that's happened. So, ever saying one, yeah? Yeah, any questions as well? Make sure you contact the school, 079 607 46784, 079 607 46784 as well. You get me. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Aisha. Big up to Ty. Big up to Taznawa I, Chris Morgan from Canada. Who else you got in here, man? You know what I mean? Christ Blessing, Kamala, Marakia. Who else there, man? Napash Kaya, Zaya Kwa, Art, like just art and paint. How about big up everyone, man? Like, share, subscribe. Listen, big up all my scoffers too, man. Big up all the people that got nothing better to do with their Friday and tune to Under Ends and chat shit, man. Like, even them, man, I love, man. Even you, man, you like, share, subscribe, man. So I don't mind you hating. I don't mind you hating the UBK, whatever. Just like, share, subscribe, man. You know, every so often you get some guys that just log on. They got no girl with the log on and just check shit. I don't mind. No, they're done today. But you usually get some. You know what I mean? They got the watch a podcast they don't like and just comment on it. It beats me. But even all the owner, man, just like, share, subscribe, man. Listen, man. We love you guys too, man. We need you as well, man. You know what I mean? Just keep watching the show, man. The show's powerful. We don't want to be in the UPK really. And he's acting like you don't. But listen, you know, sweat, man. So first things first, man. Jim Jones. So lucky. Remember Jim Jones growing up from Dipset? The man talking about he lips his mum, man. The man talking about how his mum taught him how to kiss, man. What kind of nasty shit is this? Then tried to come back and backpedal about nah, I was lying. Shut up, man. He meant that. He knows by saying that his mum kissed him, that's child abuse, man. And his mum could get done for that. So now he wants to backpedal, man. So he meant that, man. Listen, some of these women should not be raising children, man. Listen, there's some certain things a mum should teach a child. Listen, a woman should not be teaching a child how to kiss, man. In fact, you should. Oh, it's lucky, I can't even think about it. I'm remember the video, man, because it's driving me crazy.
Tell you about sex when you were young.
She told me everything about sex.
Like what?
My first condoms, shit like that. My mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger.
What did she tell you to do?
She told me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like what's the instructions?
It wasn't no instructions. She showed me with her mouth. Like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
No, I'm just okay. My parents barely kissed me on the cheek.
No,
so
my mom she showed me how to tongue kiss when I was younger. Remember, my mom was 17. She's a baby. Look at all the babies that's having babies now. Sure. And look how they act with their babies. It's like they have a little sister or a little brother more than they have.
Did you think tongue kissing was nasty at first? Because the first time somebody tried to tongue kiss me, I thought it was so disgusting.
The first time I tongue kissed a girl, yeah.
Fuck it. I think it's nasty, man. That's why some of these women raising kids shouldn't be raising kids, man. There are women walking around talking about, I can do what a man can do, a mom and dad. Listen, what some of these women are raising some monsters, man. That is child molestation, man. And you wonder why kids grow up all messed up and got all types of issues, man. Because you're lip-syncing your child, man. Oh, it's lucky, man. I can't even.
And you know what? That right there, yeah. This is what happens when women have children as kids themselves, man. His mom was a kid herself that had a kid, and she didn't know how to raise a child.
That's right.
So she thinks raising a child is doing all kinds of sexual things to this child, and this is me showing my love. This is me showing my affection. This is me showing my care. And they think showing their care is things like that. Like things like this. His mom tongue kissing him is the same thing. It comes from when women say things like, my son's my king. My son's the only man for me. That's where it comes from, man. It stems from when you do that. This is the next step. You're gonna be kissing your child, man. My son's the only man for me. My son's my king. My son is the only. I'm raising my son to be a king. My son is gonna be this. My son is gonna be that. And then you turn your son into the man that you want, man. The man that you desire, the weak man that you desire, that bends over to all your demands. You then turn your son into that. The man that you wanted his father to be, but his father wouldn't be that. You then turn his son into it. Oh, my son is my king. My son is, what else do they say? Quatazar? My son is what?
My son is my boyfriend, or this one, he looks after me.
Yeah, my son this. All that nonsense. Listen, man. This is the next step. You're going to be tongue kissing your son, teaching him how to kiss. Oh, my son, the woman that my son has to have, blah, 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 blah. Listen, man. Instead of teaching your children how to kiss, teach your sons how to become a good man by sending them to the ISUPK, man. Right. That's what you do instead of teaching them how to kiss. Listen, man, they can come to the UPK when they get a rib. Their wife can teach them how to kiss, man. That's right. How's your mom going to teach you how to do something sexual, man? Listen, man, them things, as you grow up, you learn as you grow up, man. Obviously, he's a kid. His mom's teaching him how to kiss. These times he's a baby. He don't need to learn how to kiss at them ages, man. He should be learning his maths, his science, his English. But instead, his mom's over-sexualizing him. And then people can't understand why children are having sex at 13 and 14, why children are getting pregnant at 14 and 15. It's because your parents are over-sexualizing you in the house, man. Especially for these women with their daughters, they have them dressing in stripper heels, twerking, putting on lipstick and makeup and all of those things. And then your daughter does these grown-up things. And then when she has sex and gets pregnant, you're the same one crying, man. How could you get pregnant at 15, 16? It's because you're a hoe. You're a hoe as a mother.
You've been training her.
You've had her in training. You're the problem, man. You're the reason why she's pregnant at that age. Because she had a hoe as a mother who taught her to be a hoe, man.
That's right.
And then the reason why men are having sex at 13 and doing all these kind of sexual predator acts is because their mom's been tongue kissing them when they're teenagers, man. Like Jim Jones's mom, tongue kissing him, and his excuse is, oh, my mom was young. That's no excuse, man. That's no excuse. You should know not to tongue kiss your children, man. That is something you do with your partner. That is something you do with your spouse, man. You don't do those things with your child. The thing is this, man. In this disgusting place, we've learned to be like our oppressors, man. They do all of them things, but we've become just like them. When I heard that story, man, I nearly threw up. Imagine that your mom tongue kisses you, man. To teach her.
I can't even imagine this shit. Then she goes, how's it like when you first had tongue kiss? He goes, what? You mean with a girl? Meaning not my mom, like separate from my mom. That's disgusting, man. I like what the officer said. We gotta start teaching our children more than sex, man. A lot of you women, all you can do is teach your kids sex, man. All you can do, you got a little girl daughter, or she in the tightest of clothes, skin piece of clothes, battery rider this, battery rider that. She's twerking. Oh gosh, look, she can twerk. Come on, man. What about maths, man? We need some black doctors out there, man. How about we get some black doctors, man? How about you teaching the ABCs, man? It's like the only one thing these women can teach children, man, and that's how to have sex. You know why? That's all you can do, man. A lot of these women, like us Dungabar says, but a lot of these women, if you take away sex, what do they have? Nothing, man. No conversation. There's nothing to them.
No education.
No education.
No skills.
No skills.
No assets. No job.
All they can,
no, nothing.
All they can do is sex. That's what they do best, man. That's why they take themselves in. They take themselves in the background, the room's messy. Can't clean the room up. That's why they invest in the hair and the makeup and the this and the that and the contour and the lip fillers and the BBL, the nails. That's all they're good for, man. Take away that. Listen, a man can't have a conversation with you. You got nothing to teach. So when you have children, what are you teaching them? How to kiss. Because that's the only thing that matters to you, man. The only thing that matters to you is finding a man, kissing, having sex, man. You teach your daughter to twerk because that's all that matters to you. Going to the club every Friday, man. Your child got the best hair, the best skin piece of clothes, because that's all you got to teach, man. You got nothing good to teach, man.
That's lucky, man. If you have nothing to offer other than sex, when that man gets bored of the sex, he's gonna go, man. At least have something there. At least have a backup plan. At least have some type of skills, man. You women you women wonder why when it's your time of the month this man's phone's off. Because you got nothing to offer him, man. It's your time of the month. You can't have sex. You got nothing else to offer, man. Nothing else. You wonder why his phone's off. You wonder why he's asking, yeah, because you see your period. Just send me the calculator so he knows. He wants the calculator. Why?
And the girl goes, oh, you can come over, but Ando,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll come on next
Yeah,
time.
the car don't start today. The car don't start today. You know what? I just realized they got an early shift in the morning. I'll come next week. Listen, man, if you have nothing to offer, a man ain't gonna stay with you, man. And women that have nothing to offer, go to the internet and put their behind all on the internet. Take all these naked kind of pictures. All they do is share memes and all these things because they got nothing to offer. Whereas a sister with skills, she ain't got time to be on the internet, man. She ain't got time to be on the internet, posing up in next to nothing, man. You go on the internet, you see women posing up in leotards and next to nothing, man. Once upon a time, man, if a woman sent a man a naked picture, she was scared that he was going to show it to someone, man. Nowadays, these naked pictures don't get sent to one man's phone. They're on Instagram now. Them ones are the worst, man. Them naked pregnancy pictures.
Pregnancy pictures?
Yeah, they'll be covering their breasts. They'll be holding their breasts and they're naked in the picture.
And they're pregnant?
Yeah.
Pregnant women ain't attractive?
Well, exactly. Pregnant women have thrush and shit, so it's a luck, yeah. But
swollen ankles.
Swollen ankles. Yeah.
Yo, it's just someone's have a luck, yeah.
So then they post them pictures, and this baby in the womb is just thinking my umbilical cord is connected to a whore, man. The baby's thinking my umbilical cord is connected to this disgusting whore, man. Unplug me out this matrix, man. He's connected to a whore, man. And imagine that's his start to life, coming out of a whore, of some woman who's still going to be a whore. But speaking of whores, you must have seen Laz Salin got made like 27 grand off selling feet pictures.
Oh, since I'm flicking through Insta, I saw something, but I didn't really go into it.
Yeah, all she does is takes pictures of her feet and niggas pay for it. You niggas got weird fetishes, man. Imagine that. She takes pictures of her feet with her toenails and niggas pay for pictures of her feet, man.
I don't understand though. If that's what you're into, get real feet, man. Spend money on real feet, man. What are you paying for a picture? So I never understood it, man. Like remember back in the day when you could sponsor a dog, you would say sponsor a dog for $250. And I was just think, why would I spend money to sponsor a dog? Like I'd rather have the dog. I don't want a picture of the dog and an update of how it's getting on. I want the dog. And likewise, man, why would you spend money to see a girl's feet, man? I just said them feet belong to somebody else. So imagine that them feet, yeah, Jay Huss is getting them feet, man. Right. And you're getting a picture. Listen, you're the clown. She's laughing at you. She's like, 1 second. Stop. Yeah. I'm gonna send this to our folder. That got some money. Who wants to pay for this? I don't know why they can listen. A nigga's paying, man. You know, I'll take a picture, and you spend your hard-earned money and give it to some woman you never met, man.
Imagine that. How do you, as a man, look in the mirror knowing you're paying for sex, man? For feet, not for sex. You're paying for feet, man.
So feet. When you looking like a dog about, you ever had them broke days you broke, and you're looking for your bank statement like, fuck, why'd I spend that, man? Imagine you're flicking through your bank statement online, and you feel, I spent too much at the club last night, and I spent this, and then you see the money you give to the last for a feet, man. That shit must hurt, man. So
imagine your bank statement comes through the post one day, man. You open your bank statement and you're looking at your bank statement and you see £25 feet, £25 feet. How do you feel, man? Listen, man. Like you know, like now when you spend your money in certain place, it tells you where you spent it. Yeah. On niggas' bank statements. So on someone's bank statement, someone says feet. How do you do that to yourself, man? Don't pay for sex, man. Like imagine that. You got no game, you have to pay for sex. Imagine that, man. Imagine that. This woman's charging you for sex. Guess what? She don't even like you, man.
She don't even know you. You know, I ain't seen your face.
You're on top of her, and she's doing it for the money, and you're having the time of your life, man. Sex is supposed to be a mutual feeling, man. She's supposed to want to have sex with you, man. She's supposed to enjoy it, not because you're paying her, man. How do you pay someone for? Listen, man, it's not a crime to go without sex, man. That's right. If you can't get women, you come in the ISUPK, man. We'll teach you how.
It's like a business agreement. Yeah, I'm a pretend to enjoy it now. Just pay the money. Come on, man. So anyway, Jim Jones tried to lie and try to retract his statement and say he was joking. He didn't even tell the truth. His mom told him how to kiss, man. So luck, yeah.
For the record, I love my mama more than anything in the world.
And for the record, it was a joke. People take things way too far. Don't bother us anyway, but let's get it clear. Don't. That's weak what you're trying to project. Some simple, some from our childhood. We talk about childhood things. I thought that was funny. I appreciate you, mommy, for helping me out. But no, cut it short, Jack. Cut the bull. You heard? Life is good. I do appreciate all the support.
So check your shit, man. So lucky. The best way I can say is lying, man. You watched it back and goes, raw, so I'm kind of bad, you know. Let me just retract that. You watched it back and say, yo, I can't get mommy locked up, man. This said he goes, you don't take things too serious. He said, you said it, man. I didn't say it, you said it. You said you kissed your mom. So I'm like, whoa. What? Acting like people are making shit up. Oh, you out there as troublemakers. You said it, man. Shit, it's lucky, man. Not my fault. You got carried away and started to muss your own business. Now you want to pull it back, man. He's lying. His mom kissed him, man. That's disgusting. And black man, start teaching your children more than just playing the PlayStation, man. Start teaching them more than just to dress up and be whores and be drug dealers, man. We got to do more than this, man. The Lord wants us to be a nation, man. It's like,
Nigga said we're taking it too serious, man. Listen, man. It's our job to take these things serious, man.
That's right.
You're kissing your mom, and it's unlawful, man. We have to take it serious. You can't tell the police you murdered a man and not expect them to follow up the lead and take it serious. It's their job to take it serious, man. What you said was disgusting, man. And we have to take it serious. What's his name again? Jim Jones.
Jim Jones.
What's one of his songs? I don't even know them Dipset niggas.
Is it not hard like that? But
the shit
still.
It was Cameron and Dipset.
Cameron and leader Dipset.
They were shit. Garbage. They was, man. Was Dipset? I think you like Dipset.
Especially
the garbage.
Especially after that, man.
And the garbage.
You get me? But anyway, man, in the Bible, what scripture is it, man? Leviticus talks about you can't be kissing your mom, man.
Leviticus 18 to be precise.
Let me get
the law and
the nearer kin. You can't have sex with no one near to kin, man.
Exactly, man. It's disgusting.
And who's more near to kin than your mother, man?
Leviticus 18, the law on fornication and all of them, incest and all of them things. Disgusting, man.
Grab that for me, bro.
There's laws on these things, man. And at one stage in life, we would read these laws and be like, the Lord don't need to tell us that. We know this already. And the Lord knew why he was telling us this, because there's niggas like Jim Jones that kisses his mom, man. There's niggas like Kodak Black that grabs his mom's behind them videos, man. There's women like Bernice Burgos that slaps her daughters behind them videos, man. So the Lord had to tell us these things in Leviticus, the 18th chapter. Because when you look at these celebrities, they're trying to set a trend of sons groping their mother and kissing their mother. A mother and son ain't supposed to have that relationship, man.
That's right.
A child is a child, man. And a mother is a mother. But these mothers nowadays think their son's their boyfriend, man. This is why the dad needs to be in the life and say, listen, you ain't his boyfriend, man.
Right.
This is why the dad needs to be in place to put the mom in check, man. Go kiss his dad, man.
That's right.
That's what you need to do. Go kiss his dad. Exactly, man. Kiss him. Exactly. Oh, go ahead, read it.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 6. None of you shall approach to any that is near to kin to him.
You shall what?
Approach to any that is near to kin to him.
So you ain't supposed to approach any that is near to kin, meaning what? Any in like a sexual manner. Like you approach a woman that's not near to kin like that. But the way his mom approached their son is like she would just approach any regular man that she wants to have sex with.
Right.
You don't approach your family members like that because it's unlawful, man. Go ahead.
To uncover their nakedness.
To what?
To uncover their nakedness.
And that's it, man. You're uncovering their nakedness, meaning what? You're doing things with them that you're not supposed to do. You're seeing things that you're not supposed to see. You ain't supposed to see your mother's nakedness. You're not supposed to uncover it, man. You ain't supposed to know what your mother's lips feel like, man, against your lips. You ain't supposed to know what your mother's tongue feels like against your tongue. You're uncovering things that you ain't supposed to uncover, man. That right there is for your father to uncover. Your father's meant to uncover her nakedness. Why? Because it's his woman. But you ain't supposed to see your mom naked. You ain't supposed to know what tongue kissing her feels like. Why? Because that's not your position, man. She's near of kin to you, and you ain't supposed to do them things. The Lord gave us these laws in the Bible, man. Why? Because the Lord knew that niggas like Dipset and Jim Jones was going to enter the earth one day. The Lord gave us these laws. Why? Because niggas in like Jim Jones and them was in the wilderness with us back then, man. Niggas like Kodak Black and Bernice Burgos. So the Lord gave us them laws, man, because they approach. Like Kodak Black ain't supposed to know what his mother's behind feels like, man. You're not supposed to even look at it, man. It's your mom. It's your mum. Who looks at their mums behind, man? Who looks at their mums behind, man? You're not supposed to do them things, but when you're not in the ISUPK, you'll have sex with your mum, man. The proof is what these celebrities is doing, man. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 7. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover.
The what?
The nakedness of thy mother shalt thou
The
not.
nakedness of thy mother, man. Some things some boundaries you and your mother ain't supposed to cross, man.
That's right.
You ain't supposed to uncover her nakedness, man. You ain't supposed to see your mother in a certain light because it's not your position to see that, man. She is your father's woman, or nowadays she's everybody's woman, but not your woman, man. She's everybody else's woman, but not your woman, man. It's just a lucky,
It's a lucky, man. It's just we gotta move off the topic, man.
Everybody's woman except yours, man.
Yo, man, it's crazy, man. So the next best thing now is have you noticed online what I can't stand is these people that think they know everything, they think they know the law. Like they'll go up to policemen and start bonding spliffing. The police are trying to lock them up, like you can't under the act of blah blah blah, or they say shit like I'm a detained. I can't stand them people, man. You know what I mean? 2 YouTube videos about the law. Nowadays everyone's a lawyer. Everyone's a barrister. Everyone's a solicitor, man. Listen, you're gonna get yourself locked up, man. When it comes to our president, he don't keep rules, man. You're on about I'm detained under the such and such act. You can't lock me up. Listen, when has the president ever cared about rules, man? Right. Have you not heard about the Native American Indians? The president broke every single peace treaty, man. Have you not heard about the Windrush? The president deported black people illegally, man. When does he ever care about rules, man? That's right. So, man, according to the law, you can't shoot someone who's unarmed. Have you not heard about Mark Duggan? Listen, black man, just stop committing crimes, man. Stop winding the police up, man. Come to the UPK, put on your boots, man, and become someone in the school. Stop bothering the policeman. And the policeman said it himself. Well, listen, they asked the policeman, would you pull someone over and doing 31 and 30? He said, no. But I'll play the video, man. So, yeah.
We've had comments of people saying they've been prosecuted for doing 31 and a 30.
Listen, we're not going to prosecute you for doing 31 and a 30. However, if you are a dickhead, I'll do you for 25 and a 30.
And look at that, man. It's true. If you're going to be a dickhead, then the police are going to bother you, man. If you're going to say, officer, I'm detained. It's a shame what a camera phone can do to niggas, man. A camera phone makes people feel powerful, man. Everyone pulls the camera out. I want your badge number. Just stop smoking weed, man. Right. Stop being a criminal and the police will leave you alone, man. Stop. I want your badge number. According to section 4, you can't do this. Is it signed? You need a signed warrant by a judge. Listen, just pay your fines, man. I've heard that one on the bar. People don't pay their fines, and when the bailiffs come, they go, you can't come to my house. You need a signed warrant by the judge, not by a court, by a judge. You can't come in there. Yeah, that is true, man. Listen, I researched it myself. It's true. But listen, they don't care, man. They're coming in there anyway. Listen, you don't have to pay your TV license. You know what I mean? According to the law, you're not a black. Listen, pay the thing, man. You're gonna come in, have to take everything, man. Like the policeman says, you want to be a dickhead. Like, listen, I know the law better than you. He goes, I'll lock you up between 25 and 30, man. Still lucky, man.
This is what you do, man. The police pull you over, you just remain calm, and if you feel like they've been unjust to you, just put in a complaint, man.
There you go, man. What time dog about?
Put in a complaint, man. Obviously, you don't have to be on the roadside arguing with them, because listen, everybody loves the police and they're always gonna win. So this is what you do. If you feel you've been stopped unfairly or dealt with wrongly, and what is it going 31 miles per hour?
You're 31 to 30.
And listen, man, if he knew, I'm sure the law is you can go 10% over what the speed limit is. So 10% over what the speed limit is 33 miles per hour. That way you won't get a ticket. If I'm correct anyway. Then again, I'm correct because one time I was doing it and I thought I was going to get a ticket. But they said you can go 10% over whatever. So if he knew that, he would know, okay, it's going to go nowhere. But like the policeman said, if you want to be a dickhead, I seen it on the video, there's a guy being an idiot to the police and they just made sure everything on his car failed, checked his tires, checked his engine, and gave him 3 points for everything, man.
Damn.
All because he wanted to do all these YouTube videos. Now, there was another brother one time, he watched so much YouTube videos and he tried to do this thing with the police. I'm detained, and he got arrested.
What is it? He's now.
He tried to do this. I'm a detained nonsense, thinking he knows the law. Listen, man, just comply, and that's it, man. All of this you trying to not comply, it just ends up long, man. Just comply and then just put in your complaint. Life could be simple, man.
And listen, you're not smart, man. You think you're clever because you watch 2 YouTube videos, man. You know what I mean? Now you know it all, man. Listen, do what Jesus Christ said about it, man. Give me the book of Matthew 5:23 real quick. Might not, do what Christ said about being stuck, man. Or dealing with your oppressor or dealing with law enforcement, man. If you want advice on how to do with anything in the Bible, you come to UPK, man. Right. Don't go to some man on YouTube telling you how to deal with the police. So you're gonna get locked up, man. Right. You're gonna end up behind bars, man. You're gonna end up roughed up, man. A lot of times things could just de-escalate if you give the officer your license, man. Listen, there's men out there that are not criminals, and the police will ask you your license. Just give him, man. Am I obliged to? Under what act? Listen, do you have things to do? Or do you want to make a YouTube video, man? Give me license, he'll give you back. Listen, you get to go home, man, and be with your wife and the children, man. But no, you want to be an arsehole about it. Chapter was it? You want to show the police how smart you want to show what's it called, Facebook Live and Insta Live, how smart you are. 25 slack, yeah. How smart you are, man. All you're gonna end up behind bars. I'm telling you, one brother I know, man, talking about he's telling me, yeah, he goes, he don't need to have insurance. I'm like, why? He goes, because insurance is for drivers. I'm not a driver, I'm a traveler. he goes, a driver is a man that drives for a living. That's a driver, which technically makes sense. I'm a traveler. Listen, the white man don't care about this, man. Right. Just go get insurance, man. Fucking hell. Right. Then he's boasting, yeah, I got a court date with the policeman. I go, so what? You win? No. Of course you didn't win, man. Just get the insurance, man. Right. Some people are too smart for their own good, man. Still lucky, man. This is what Christ said about it, man.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him.
And Christ said, agree with your adversary. Your adversary is the enemy, man. Right. The oppressor is the enemy. The Bible will agree with him when you're in the way, man. A license, please. Here you go, officer. That's you agreeing with him, man. What's your name? My name is Thomas Jones, officer. That's not. I'm obliged to give you a name. I don't want to give you my name. Christ said, agree with your adversary when you're in the way with him, man. When you're dealing with him, man. Keep it in.
Lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge.
Lest the adversary, that policeman, will give you to the judge, man. Why? Because you're a dick, man. Right. You know what I mean? He'll give you to the judge. Why? Because you're doing 31 and a 30. All right. Because your tread depth on your tires is 1.7 and it should be 1.8 according to the law, man. Is that correct? 1.6. So lucky, yeah. The 1.5 and it should be 1.6. I know my theory testing how long, man. Damn. Excuse me, man. He will do that, man. He'll deliver you to the judge. He'll say, yeah, I'm writing you up, man. There you go, 3 points, 3 license, you got a court date next week, Tuesday, from now. Why? You're an arsehole, man. I know, man, personally, that been caught driving on a provisional, and the police will go home, man. Don't make a habit out of it. Why? Because they agree with him. Like, you want to be smart now and say, well, I'm a traveler, I'm not a driver. Listen, man, you're going to get your license revoked, man. Keep it in.
And the judge deliver thee to the officer.
And the judge give you to the officer, you know?
And thou be cast into prison.
And that's what happened to all these brothers, man, that think they know it all, man. That think they know better than your Howard Shine, think they know better than the ISUPK. You all end up behind bars, man. I ain't seen none of you win a successful court case yet, man. You all know it all. You're all illuminated. You watch all these videos online and you know it all, man. And I all see behind bars, man. Every last one of you, always some fine, always some driving ban, because you claim you know it all, man. So lucky don't know about what next brother, as I said, he knows, said that he got caught with no license. So same brother actually said that he got caught without some license. No, he got caught without insurance. So I go to, you're gonna get points. He goes, nah, I'm not, man. I'm gonna get my what's it called? I'm gonna get a guy to produce me some certificate for insurance. Did it work? Nah, man. Still in the ban. I try to hide it from me. So like, so what going? How can I driving? Oh, I'm taking a break out, you know. Saving up for a car. Lying, man. You're in a ban, man, because you know you're too smart, man. And YouTube got you banned. YouTube got you on foot, man. YouTube got you hitchhiking and begging a lift, man. So lucky, man. Anyways, just change gears. There was a brother in America, man, that got killed, man, jumping the turnstiles, man. It was sad to see, man. It's a lucky case, isn't it? Because the brothers, you know what I mean? As black people, Hispanics, Native Indians, we're poor, man. We don't have money. What might seem as nothing to an oppressor is a thing for us, man. An oppressor might say, what? Apparently, this brother died for $2.75, which I believe, if you convert it into pounds, like £1.50, man. And his brother dead. Why? Because he couldn't afford it, man. It's a shame how, you know, we live in these countries, man. You know what I mean? And people might make it like, oh, well, you know, you don't have £2.75. Nah, man. Sometimes we don't, man. This is the struggles that we go through in England, in America, in the islands, man. So I'm gonna play it real quick. There's no sound on the video.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Nah, there's no sound in it anyway. No sound. Monster Crunch. I think he broke his neck, you know. One turn. Let me get it real quick. So, like, yeah, bear with me one moment. Now he must have slipped or something, or I broke his neck. In London, they don't have 10,000 in it. They got some the door that opens and shuts. Now, if it man hold it open in it, people run through.
Yeah, one man goes with everyone.
Yeah, one man goes. One man holds it open. Everyone runs in.
The thing turned when he was trying to climb over it.
Yeah, spin when you climb in it.
So put that way to stop people climbing it.
Nah, it's that way so you walk through it, innit?
Oh,
and that's a shame, man. You know what I mean? His brother here is dead, man, for 275. And you know what I mean? It's not nothing to be laughed at, man, but some of us just don't have it, man. You just don't have it, man. Remember back in the day when you had to get asked in the hands if you don't have it. You got to walk, man. Brother, like, other nations don't know about them struggles there, man. You got other nations like H and what's his name, RD, trying to rap about our life, man. They ain't went through this, man. They don't know about jumping the turnstiles, man. They don't know about cutting out the numbers in your bus pass, man, and sticking them to make a bus pass, man. Them man don't know about passbacks. You know about passbacks? You know about passbacks? But the man shows his bus pass and passes it behind. They don't know about them stuff, man. And yet they want to jump on our music and talk that rap, that struggle music, man, like they've ever struggled, man. Right. This brother here died for $2.75, man. Right. £1.50. That's a real struggle, man. And listen, it is insulting that some devil will jump on the mic and talk about our life, man. Rap about our life like you've never experienced it, man. I've seen people die for a lot of things, man. Over gang wars and beef and areas they don't even own. I've never seen a brother die for £2, man. It's a shame, man. It's like,
Lord be with the family, man. That's rough. Imagine that. The turnstile, so it broke his neck.
Yeah, you know when you walk through it, like it locks there until you pay. When you pay, you turn. So it turned on him. Try to jump it, and it turned on him. So carry on.
That's sad still. And imagine, more than likely, he probably hops these turnstiles all the time, so he probably thinks, I'm just going to do it the normal way I do it. Listen, man, we got to blame the oppressor for this, man. There's a reason why he can't afford that £2. There's a reason why he can't afford that £2. And what they're going to say is, oh, he was breaking the law, he should have paid or whatever. A man can't pay if he ain't got it, man. If a man needs to get from A to B and he ain't got it, what you expect him to do? What do you, that means it wasn't the train, didn't it?
So they get on the train?
Yeah. It's sad, man. Now his family have to bury him because of what? £2.75, man. $2, man. $2.75, which in our money is about what? £1.50? About £1.50, £2. It's sad, man. Things like this, man, only happen to black people.
That's right.
Why? Because everybody else, every other nation is rich and has money, whereas to other nations, this just seems like something dumb and stupid. Why is he hopping the turntails? Because he doesn't have money, man.
That's right.
Obviously, if he had money, he would have paid it.
That's right.
The reason it's happening is because he can't afford it. And this is our life, man. Every oppressor should realize when you give black people minimum wage, you cause them to do things like this, man. When you don't give black people jobs, you cause them to do things like this.
That's right.
When you stereotype and racial profile black people so they can't get jobs, you cause them to do things like this, man. When you give black people criminal records so they can't get jobs, you cause things like this to happen, man. All these things play a part in this happening. Probably this man not being able to get a job, not being able to provide for his family or money and whatnot. It all comes from the oppressor stereotyping black people and making sure we're in the position that we're in, man. Because if black people's treated right, we wouldn't have to jump the 10 tiles. 10 stars. What is it? 10 tiles? 10 stars. Okay. We would have the £2.50 to pay. But because of this oppression and white supremacy, we don't have that £2, man. So the oppressor should be charged with this man's death, man.
That's right.
They're the reason why he's dead. They're the ones that put the turnstiles there, man, to stop poor people from jumping over it.
That's right.
That's why they put it there. It's dangerous, man. It's a hazard. This is the proof that the turnstiles are dangerous, man. Why don't you just put a security guard there instead, man? Where someone doesn't have to die. But you put these turnstiles there, hoping someone jumps over it and dies, man. You put these things there to harm people. They ain't put them there because, you know, it's a good investment that people go through and it's nice and pretty. They ain't put it there for that reason. They pull it there. The reason they pull it there is because they want someone to jump over it and die, man. And they know black people jump over the turnstiles because they ain't got no money, man. They want black people to die when they jump over the turnstiles. Don't let the white man lie to you and tell you, oh, the turnstiles is there so you come through and it's nice and cozy and click when you come through. That's a lie, man. They put those things there so you can't jump over it, and they know it's dangerous. Surely when they pull it up, usually when they put things up, they do like a hazard check. They do like hazard checks on everything they put up. Is this safe in this situation or that situation? I guarantee you, if white people's jumping over these turnstiles and broke their neck, they'll take off all the turnstiles, man.
That's right.
They'll take them all off and say they're dangerous because it's just a black person that nobody cares about.
Black people are the only people that's jumping turnstiles.
Right.
So who cares, man?
He's just a nigga that nobody cares about. He's black. Who cares about him and his life? He was just gonna grow up to be a drug dealer anyway. He was just a criminal. Just leave the turnstile. That's what they're gonna do, man. Because black people dying in horrible situation means nothing. It only means something when what? These oppressors die, man.
That's right.
It took a white woman to get killed by a police officer for them to say, all right, we need more police on the streets, proper police. We need more women protected on the streets. Meanwhile, Cherry Gross got shot by a police officer,
That's
man.
right.
They didn't talk about putting more protecting women on the streets. They didn't talk about protecting women and all these vigils for women. But when it came to this Sarah Everard, they done all of these things for her. Now they got foundations named after her, whereas they ain't got no foundation named after Cherry Gross.
That's right.
When black people die, the needle doesn't get moved, man. But when the oppressors, when these oppressors dies, what happens? Things happen, man. Things change. But when black people die, nothing changes, man. That's why us as black people need to come together and we need to make things change, man.
That's right.
We need to come together and make sure it's not even possible that a brother has to jump the turnstiles because he ain't got £2, man. You come into ISUPK and there'll be work for you, man.
That's right.
That you can get paid for so you don't have to jump turnstiles, man. Brothers will make sure you're straight in here. I don't want to ramble on for too much.
Nah, it's true, man. It's a lucky, man. You talk about how blessed.
I appreciate it.
Yo, the turnstiles are pissed off down the bar, man. That's a lucky, man. I'm pissed off. Listen, man. It's a shame, man. The man is gone. And he ain't coming back, man. Why? Because he was poor. Listen, Tizapwan knows about them skanks, you know. He goes, can't really jump on the bus and drop the pass through the window to your bedroom. You know what I mean? Mine was more the back pass, though. Oh, you know the one when you get the ticket, you rub out the numbers?
Yeah, you cut them out.
Now you get a ticket, like a day saver, you rub out the date on there. So the man can't see. But you know, if a black driver on the bus, he ain't getting on. Remember the ones there? Black drivers letting. Black drivers letting nobody on. Black driver having it, man.
Oh, but the thing is, you know, with buses, you know, when you skank them, and if the bus crashes, you're not insured.
Yeah.
So it's kind of risky. So for you not paying £1.50 or whatever, and there's a big crash on the bus, you're not insured. So the ticket is kind of insurance. But obviously back then when you're a kid, you don't really know them things.
But yeah, man, it's a shame, man. So they're gonna switch gears anyway. Going to Benjamin Zephaniah, that's a poet from Brum that went to live in London, and the Queen tried to give him an OBE award, or the MBE, one of them anyway, and the brother rejected it, man. So he went on the Big Nasty show, and they was asking him why did he reject the award. For anyone that don't know, to be knighted or to get an MBE, I think you go on one knee. You go on one knee. I think you go on one knee, and the Queen taps a sword on your shoulders, and from that day, if your name is Benjamin, your name now will be Sir Benjamin. And this man turned it down. He said, "No, I can't take that, man." And when they asked him why, this is what the brother said about it.
Turn down your OBE.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, yeah, just to understand that as well. That's deep. What happened there?
The order, the OBE means Order of the British Empire. MBE is Member of the British Empire. I've been fighting against empire all my life. I've been fighting against slavery and colonialism all my life.
Say nothing about it. He goes on
I've been writing to connect with people, not to impress governments and monarchies. So how could I then go and accept an honor that puts the word empire onto my name? That would be hypocritical.
Everyone would. If he dropped a song called Omicron, niggas gonna listen to that shit. Come on, no.
You turned on OBE.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like, yeah, just to understand that as well. That's deep. What happened there?
The order, the OBE means Order of the British Empire. MBE is Member of the British Empire. I've been fighting against empire all my life. I've been fighting against slavery and colonialism all my life. I've been writing to connect with people, not to impress governments and monarchy. So how could I then go and accept an honor that puts the word empire onto my name? That would be hypocritical.
Listen, let me tell you something, man. This brother's in the world, man. This brother's not in the truth. And he got more honor than some of your celebrities, man. Was it Miss Dynamite, supposed to be pro-black, and went and took an award, man. Who else took it? Lewis Hamilton, man, went and took the reward, man. Lenny Henry went and took the reward, man. Went and took the reward. Imagine the Queen's the reason why you speak English in the first place, man. The monarchy is the reason why black men have a white surname, man. Why black men was whipped and lost in Christianity. And you're going to take a reward from the people that put you there. Listen, man, this brother got more integrity than some of you brothers out there, man. Let me tell you something. Do you know Jewish people won't buy a German car? A Jewish man won't buy a German. He won't buy a Mercedes. He's not going to buy a Mini. He's not going to buy an Audi. Why? Because he loves his people, man. He don't care how good they are, how strong they are, how good they drive. He don't care if it's in fashion. He's not going to buy a German whip, man. You know why? Because he loves his people, man. Right. He knows what the Germans did to his people, how to put his people in gas chambers, how to put his people in ovens, how to round up his people. And he loves his people so much, he's saying, damn, I ain't buying no German car, man. I ain't buying no German car. My people died, so one day I can buy a German car, make them rich. Nah, ain't gonna happen, man. But what do our people do? I'm getting an award. Let me tell you something, black man. This award is nothing for you. But we take it. Why? Because we love our oppressor, man. Right. He's giving them out. We feel to get an MBE, it means so much honor and integrity, and all it is a medal that goes around your neck, man. All it is a title. And let me tell you something too, man. You feel that you're getting rewarded by the Queen. You're not getting rewarded by the Queen, man. Listen, they have meetings and they go, Queen, just reward this nigga real quick, man. So black people get off our back. Miss Dynamite, you're telling me the Queen listened to me. The Queen listened to your lyrics. She can't understand them, man. The Queen does not listen to your lyrics, man. Listen, Lewis Hamilton, you think the Queen watches the Grand Prix on TV? I said, oh, that guy right there is so good, man. I got a knight him. She don't know you, man. She don't care for you, man. There's certain called, what's it called? Diversity. Nowadays, they got something called, what's it called? The diversity scheme. I think called the diversity scheme. In every job, you gotta have diversity. You gotta employ what's it called?
Affirmative action.
Yeah, you gotta employ a couple Indian man, couple black man. That way you're not racist, man. And likewise with the Queen, you can't have just Elton John knighted, the Beatles knighted. People gonna say, well, what about black people? So to shut black people up, they knight people like Wiley, man. And to make you know that they're knighting anybody, they're knighting people that ain't even good, man. They ain't knighting niggas like Crazy Titch. Wiley's pants, man. Miss Dynamite ain't really tuning like 20 plus years, man. And they knighted her recently. Come on, man.
And listen, man, you go get knighted, and what they do, they just they just put Sir at the start of your name. Listen, man, you come to the ISUPK, do what these brothers are doing, and people call you Sir, man.
That's right.
Listen, they call us Sir in here, and I ain't been knighted, man.
That's right.
I ain't been knighted. The Queen don't need to knight me to call me Sir.
That's right.
Listen, you get called Sir in here. Why? Based off you showing your diligence and staying in the truth, and you get rank on top of rank on top of rank, man. You do these classes, these lectures, you stand in the cold at camp. Listen, man, I remember the days when me, Officer Karoff and Captain Parash was out there in the cold, shivering, man. Holding the Bible, couldn't turn the pages, man. Get me? It was so cold to turn the pages. I'm saying to the brother, just let me just read this one page. Just break down what I'm reading on this. Don't even let me turn the page because it's that cold, man. We would read one page top to bottom, man, breaking down the book of Romans on the street, man. in Birmingham. Remember the no microphone days?
Oh man, the screaming thing.
Yeah.
God,
No microphone days, man. Screaming, but your voice is gone. No microphone days. You're shivering. You barely got a barrier. You're cold. And then what would happen is you're reading, then you're speaking, then you're reading again. Because back then there was no men at that time. Listen, man, you do those things and you will get called sir, man.
That's right.
You can get knighted by the Lord, man.
That's
you can
right.
get ranked from the Lord, which means a lot, man. Instead of the queen who's about 100 and doesn't even know who you are. After she knights you, she don't remember you, man. Whereas what? The Lord knows the men that work for him, man.
That's right.
The men that work for the Lord knows them personally by name, man. Whereas the queen don't know you personally by name, man. If I showed the queen a picture of Miss Dynamite, she don't know who she is.
I don't know who Dynamite is.
I don't know who she is.
Just about. I like it.
I just know she had one song, Miss Dynamite. That one.
She was hard still.
No, I think she was garbage. Listen, man. Getting knighted by the queen don't mean nothing, man. They're your oppressors, man. They rule over you. And this ain't some, what's it called? Benjamin Zephaniah. I don't know what he does for a living. I don't know what. It's poet.
Poet, yeah.
Like as in like proper poet.
I don't mean into poetry, but I know the poet.
A good one.
Now for what I know, remember that poem called Half Cast?
I never heard it in my life, you know.
Man, you can score.
We can't play one of his poems on there.
Oh yeah,
we can't play one of his poems. Listen, we're gonna play one of Benjamin Zephaniah's poems. Get me? He earned the right to call himself Zephaniah. You get me? He earned himself to call him. He earned the right to call himself Zephaniah. I would have took the name off him. Get me? I would have took the name Zephaniah off him if he got knighted. He would have just been Benjamin MBE. He would have just been Benjamin MBE. That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Benjamin. Benjamin. Some Edomites have that name now. Edomites have the name Benjamin nowadays. You're messing it. Yeah, just be Ben. We're gonna play one of his poems.
A hobby I think most people have in common, collecting money. It's got a wonderful title. It's called Money.
Money make a rich man feel like a big man. It make a poor man feel like a hooligan. A one-parent family feels like a ruffian, and those who have it won't give you anything. Money make your friends become your enemy. You start seeing things very superficially. Your life is lived very artificially, unlike those who live in poverty. Money inflates your ego, but money brings you down. Money causes problems anywhere money is found. Food is what we need. Food is necessary. Let me grow my food and make them eat them money. Money makes a singer sing a load of crap. Money keeps horses running round the track. Money makes marriages and money makes divorce, and money makes a student think about the course. Money makes commercials and commercials make money. And if you don't have money, then you watch more TV. Money can save us, but yet we feel doomed. Plenty money burns in a nuclear mushroom. Money can make you happy. Money can help you when you die. And those who have it continually live a life. Children are dying. Spies are spying. Refugees are fleeing. Politicians are lying. And deals are done. And webs are spun. Flow and keep the third.
We got a poet in the school. I'm not saying no names. Listen, Benjamin might give you a little run for your money, man. You know who you are, man.
Benjamin, it sounds like Benjamin Zephaniah doesn't want the money. Benjamin Zephaniah, you give me the money so I can get to Florida, man.
That's right.
You give me the money so I can get to Florida April 15th, man, on Cocoa Beach. Give us the money so me, Officer Crab and Officer Quattazar can get a garment, man. If you don't want the money, why do you say money sends you around the coast? Money will get us a garment, man. You give us the money, man. Tell him give us the money, get us a nice garment for the Passover, man. This nigga talking about money. Exactly, must be you can survive with no money out here, damn.
Yeah, but anyway, you know what time? We've gone past quarter past, so lucky quarters are
gone into my time.
Right about now, it's quarters our time, man. You get me? Time for the, you know.
We might have to run that intro back, you know.
We run it again.
The Quattazar tuning into On The Ends Radio with the voice segment. What you got for me, officer? Yo, right now it's cold, you know. No Calagas are running here. Them run out the Calagas. Yeah, I mean they're talking about the cold out there. It's cold in here, blood. What you mean? This is the
so cannabis, ketamine, and speed to be decriminalized in London by Mayor Sadiq Khan.
So what's he saying? He wants to decriminalize ketamine and cannabis.
Speeding.
Yo, trust me, man. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. They want to deport black people for selling weed. You know what I mean? They want to put black people in prison for selling weed, and then they want to decriminalize it now. Listen, man, take all the black people out of prison, then
That's right.
Bring all the black people that you deported back into Britain, man. You get me? All these cons, they just want to do it because they're people smoking weed, man. They don't care about black people, man. Run the next one. The racist, man.
Many talented people of color were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist.
Why is that? See, this either my ears telling the truth, man. Hollywood is very racist. They don't want to give black people their awards, man, but they want to give it to the white people, though. You know what I mean? Why? Because this whole system is racist. And when Yahweh Shai comes back, we're going to be racist.
That's right.
Oh, we're going to be racist. You know what I mean? Just like they're racist. Run the next one.
Right, so Jason Derulo gets to a fight with two men in Las Vegas because of called him Usher.
Why, sir? Yo, if anyone used that in this video, Jason Derulo was thumping down Edomites, you know. Trust me, it was boxing up.
But what about Usher, man? Is that bad to like Usher?
Listen, nobody's rating Usher right now. Still, he ain't put out a tune in a minute. But yo,
Usher's better than Jason, though, man.
Is it though? I think Jason's a bigger star right now. You know,
So lucky you must have not heard Usher. Was it You Can Call? You must have not heard You Can Call.
Nah, but you turn,
No,
you remind me of that. Yo,
Listen, you must not have heard the one when he's dancing on the car. What's that song when he's dancing on the car early in his career? Poppy Collar. Listen, Usher, niggas ain't heard Confessions Part 1 and 2.
Oh, come on, you know that My Way. Come on.
this is the 21st century, my brother. Usher's old school now.
Niggas ain't heard Climax.
Nah, man. Listen, they're old niggas now. You know what I mean? Jason.
You might know about You Got It Bad.
But yeah, man. Yo, Jason Derulo must have had a hard week, man. Was boxing up some.
Man don't know about burn.
Listen, man. Hold on. What tunes did Jason Derulo got now?
Solo.
You get me? Solo's a banger. Solo's a banger and a couple of them next tunes. But yo, this
Man
is
about Usher, little daddy, yeah. Oh yeah, come on, man.
Listen, man. Yo, this. Nah, man. Jason Derulo is running it right now.
Man.
Yo,
Usher slaps, man.
listen. This is the Officer Quasar tuning out on the Ends Radio with the Boys segment.
But Usher's catalog to me. And Jason can't laugh at Usher. Come on, man. Jason ain't making a U with his legs.
Yo.
Jason ain't stepping out with shoes like Usher, man.
Nah.
I'll tell you, if a man says you look Usher or your favorite Usher, whatever the case may be, that's a compliment.
It's a compliment to Jason Derulo.
Exactly, it's a compliment.
Because Usher's the biggest star. He's the biggest star.
Yeah, what?
Usher's a way bigger
You
star.
have to Google this, man. Disrespectful.
Usher's been around from the 90s, you know. From the 90s.
Yo, Usher's old album will piss on his new album.
Yeah.
Yo. But yo, anyway, move on. So this assistant went to jail and they wanted to wait for £15 an hour.
In jail.
Yeah. No,
£15
no. It's like
Oh, I'm going to say that's a lot.
a week, you know. Not a week. Nah. Anyway, I'll let her tell you anyway.
And everyone was like, oh, yeah, you know, somebody, oh yeah, I've got that. I want to earn £15 a week. And I can't remember if somebody asked me or if I just said it, but I remember saying, £15 a week. You want me to work for Topshop for £15 a week?
Yeah.
And then again, that's when my mind opened, and I was like, they wouldn't send people to prison if they didn't make money from us.
Yeah, it is a money-making
Yeah.
thing. So you would be getting paid by the prison £15.
Yeah.
And the prison's got a contract with Topshop
Yeah.
or whatever. And let's say Topshop would have paid you like £250 a week outside
Yeah.
or £300 a week outside.
Yeah.
So
Minimum wage. You were getting
minimum wage. Yeah.
way more on minimum wage.
So prison's getting that, and then they're paying you out of that £15 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That's how they make their money.
That's how they make their money.
Do you remember your?
Look at that, man. Listen, brothers out there complaining about minimum wage. Listen, there's minimum wage under minimum wage, man. And that's called going to jail. Right? And the sisters go to the top shop that everyone loves so much and gets there, women go with them and men go with them and get their clothes. They got to deal with the prison, man. You go out there and sew clothes and everything £15 a week, man. So do you read so that black people also see why can't black people come together, man? Why can't we stop selling drugs? Why do the government put drugs in our neighborhoods, and why do they pump rap music all over the air so brothers can shoot each other and sell drugs and women can be whores? Why? Because they want you to work £50 a week, man. God forbid you come to the UPK and change your life. Top Shop will have no workers, man. Right. Top Shop will have no clothes, man. Listen, they get you in prison and work for £15 a week, and if you don't go to prison, you work for them for £6 an hour, man. Either way, man, they're laughing. So they're rather either sell drugs and go to jail, or destroy your life and destroy your education. So even if you're not locked up, you still work for minimum wage. Either way, they win, man. If you Top Shop wants you to come to the UPK now, man, they go out of business. They need criminals, man. They need criminals. And as long as they want money, they need black people to keep selling drugs. They need black people to keep being murderers, keep being rapists, man. You make them money. She goes out in jail. Everyone was happy to work for £15 a week, man. That's £60 a month, man. That's some brothers' phone bills, man. You get the new iPhone on contracts about £60 a month, man. And people are working for that. I'm pretty sure Top Shop wants it that way as well, man. The government wants it that way, man. So like, man.
And the sad thing is, they know when you're in jail, you're desperate. So they know you want to do anything to get out of the jail. So then you'll just work a job so you can interact. So you'll do this for £15 an hour. They always do it. They got all these deals with loads of these big companies. You work there and they say to you, oh, it's good for your CV. It's good for this. It's good for that. So you'll be working for £15 a week, and the rest of the money you're meant to be making goes to somewhere else, man. Goes to some next business that you don't know about. But you're doing a full-time. Listen, the job center do it as well. They pay you what? Is it £50 a week?
The job center?
Yeah. Niggas acting like he's never been there. Look at him acting like he doesn't know. It's £50 a week, we know.
Job center?
We know. It's £50 a week.
Stop, man. You know about GSA?
Yeah. We know it's £50 a week.
I said, is it going to be fortnightly back in the day? I can't remember.
It's £100 a fortnight, is it? It's probably gone up about by £15. About £100 a fortnight. So even then, what the job center will do is they'll give you a 40-hour work week, and you only get £50 a week. So then you'll be working full time in remember they used to send you on them. What did you used to call it now? Work experience. But you're doing full time work, and you're only getting paid £50. So they got you working for free. The job center do it also. If you refuse to do it, what happens? You get sanctioned, man. You get sanctioned. When you get sanctioned, what does that mean? You don't get no money. You can't travel from A to B, and then you have to jump turnstiles. That's what happens. They sanction you, then you have to jump turnstiles. What was it? Was
Top Shop's net worth.
What's their net worth?
So while you're working for what was it? £15 a week, or even if you're not in jail and you work for Top Shop, what's minimum wage nowadays?
Minimum wage is £8.91.
So even if you're not in jail,
that's what
you get £8.91, man.
How do we know? Because that's what they pay us.
And look what Top Shop's getting. While you're working while Top Shop making $2 million a day, he's giving you £15. He says Philip Green net worth. Philip Green's a British businessman who has a net worth of 2.4 billion. Philip Green is the CEO of Arcadia Group and retail giant that includes Top Shop, BHS, and Dorothy Perkins. And his net worth is about 2.4 mil, man. Fucking hell. They say Bill, so like Bill, damn. And meanwhile, you're working for what? £15 a week, man. You think he wants to give up that money? You think he wants you to come clean and stop selling drugs? Nah, man. He needs more black people. He needs more criminals, man. The government need it, man. You think they want you to be free? Nah, man. They make out like we love all people and we got this government scheme to help black people. And it's black people's fault. They don't want to get any better, man. Listen, black people don't put drugs in the neighborhoods, man. Right. We can just about pay for the turnstiles. How are we getting planes to put drugs in our neighborhoods, man? There's someone putting drugs in our neighborhoods. Why? Because they want us to work £15, man. They want us on the bottom. They want us, as long as we keep selling drugs, lawyers get paid, solicitors, barristers, policemen, drug workers, all these men get paid, man. And they can't have black people be clean, man. So like,
and now minimum wage is what? £8.91. So everyone gets happy, works all these Christmas hours. Yay, I'm going to get paid. And you notice you get one decent pay for all the overtime. And then you broke after like a week after the page, man.
And the taxman yams most of it.
And this company, during these Christmas times, they make billions, man. And they can't even break off their stuff. Yo, you know what? Usually I've been working hard for this whole year. We're just going to give you an extra $2,000 on your wage. That's nothing to them. They ain't gonna do that, man. They still pay the same minimum wage, man. So much that you're getting happy for their achievements. Listen, man, I see people looking on the till saying, yo, the store took 500 grand today. How much are you getting though?
That's right.
Not. You ain't getting even close to that, man. You're happy about this oppressor's business, him making this 500 grand in a day.
It's like a double bar. And next one as well, you got some brothers laughing at other brothers because, yo, I work in Selfridges. He only works in McDonald's. Listen, both you are minimum wage, man.
Exactly.
Like, he has a hat on with an M, and you're laughing at him like, I do better. Look, I get to come in better clothing. Both you are slaves, man. Both you get paid the same.
Right.
It's like a dog in a warehouse and a dog that is in Paris Hilton's handbag. Both of them are dogs, man. One dog can't laugh at the other dog. Both of you are dogs. And that's how we think, well, I work for the Hiltons and I get to dress fancy, and you work in a McDonald's. Both of you are minimum wage, man.
Right.
And we look at the oppressor and his business and think that, well, I'm a part of his business. I'm a part of you. It's we. It's not we, man. Because he gets paid more than you do. He's a millionaire while you go back to the ends, man. It's lucky, don't go.
And the oppressor's such a devil that what? Everybody's waiting for April because minimum wage is going up, man. You know, minimum wage is going up in April to £9.
Yeah, but when it goes up, this else goes up.
Everything else,
living.
There you
So
go.
it balances back out, man.
All this inflation, man. Like, what will happen is, once upon a time, a Snickers was like 30 pence. Can you remember?
Yeah, what?
What?
Come on,
Snickers is about 80 pence now.
Remember you get the £1.
Yeah.
And you got a shopping spree at £1. I used to get a ginger beer. I used to get them times are called Oprah fruits. You get me? If anyone that don't know about Oprah fruits, if you're too young, let man know. They're called Starburst now, man. I used to get a crisp as well, man. For the cocktail, obviously, you get me. And I think there was 25 pence, man. And have a touch of change, and with the little change, you get the them penny sweets, man. Now a pound can't go nowhere, man. And Lucas made itself like 150, man. Now, I'm dead serious. I think what a packet of crisps was like what 55 pence. That's half of that. That's more than half of the pound. That pound is, by the time you buy that, the pound broke up, man. Ain't nothing left, man.
Listen, even McDonald's saver menus gone up, man. Gone up so much. When my kids said what McDonald's, I have to tell them what my dad told me. We got food at home. Look what I got to drop there. We got food in the house. Get me? Listen, man. Now I understand why my parents used to say we got food in the house. Listen, now some brothers. Listen. Karafi told me a story one time.
I see.
About the cinemas and the popcorn. Tell them the story. The cinemas and the popcorn.
You can't put me out there like that, man.
Listen, we all did it. I want you to tell it from your side and not my side.
Nah, man. No, man. You
You
don't know
know
about
the
going to
time.
cinema with your dad, and he buys his own popcorn. You don't know the ones there?
Oh.
Everyone's in there with a bucket. You're here with your little packet and shit. Open that next one, but you had the struggle, man. So luck, yeah.
Listen, man, and that's because everything is expensive, man. But believe it or not, that packet popcorn actually tastes better than the cinema popcorn. What do you think?
No, my eye was red, man. Red eye.
Nah, it tastes way better,
I
man.
watched all the other kids was eating out of the bucket. And the thing is, yeah, I had popcorn, but my eye red. I had the bottle pop and shit, man. But lucky, man.
Nah, that Butterkist popcorn, yeah, and the red packet is way better than the cinema one.
Nah, my dad got a thing for toffee popcorn, man.
Nah, you need the sweet one, just the sweet one. That Butterkist, oh. You think that Butterkist popcorn goes down well in the
Nah,
red
you
packet?
gotta have the sweet and salty popcorn. When you say it slaps, nah, it's sweet,
man.
sweet and salty together.
Nah,
Listen,
I just gotta
I'm
get
gonna
the
buy
sweet.
you one. It slaps, man. I'm telling you.
You just gotta get the sweet. Nah, but in the cinema, have you noticed here? The food and stuff comes up to like £20-30.
Yeah.
And you're looking at, I ain't even got nothing.
You know what cinema needs though? Cinema needs food, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
all these snacks, but no food, man. And then the shit done before the movie even starts, man. So lucky, man. Come off this, man.
Yeah, that's what they do having it, just the hot dogs.
Now you don't need them nachos with the cheese, man.
Ah,
Yeah,
nachos,
the
yeah,
salsa and that. Come on. What?
Oh, but listen, what makes all these little things £30 in the cinema? You get one
It
popcorn,
adds up, car. Like, think about
one
it.
ice blast.
The ice blast is like what, almost £10, you know?
Is it? Is that what it
£7
is?
something? Yeah.
Flipping no.
Then for some reason, the medium and the large difference is 30 pence.
Yo, don't have to start getting you women tangles from Poundland, man. Four tangles from Poundland. You freeze it a little bit, just mix it, and you ice blast, man. It's like the same thing. You get 4 tangles here. You get the red one, the blue one. You freeze it. You put it in a fancy cup. Ice blast, man.
This is true, man. I used to go. Boston used to be cheap. Now it's almost £4 for one journey.
20p now,
I remember 20p for short happened it. 50. Now it's like almost £3 something, man. Yo, it's shame, man. And that's wicked as well. Now, yeah, you got technology. Like back then, you have technology. So a day saver goes on paper in it. So nowadays, like if you buy a day saver on your phone at 11 o'clock, it's invalid by 12. That should last 24 hours. A lie. Because we ain't got it on paper no more. You feel me? That should be a day. It's not even a day no more, man.
Nah, I see. And the sad thing, so it's not on paper no more.
No, it's on your phone.
Oh gosh, see, I reckon they done that is because what used to happen is I used to buy a day saver in the morning, and when I finish my journey, I just give it to someone else on the bus. You want a day saver? Remember them ones?
Yeah.
Just give it away. Nowadays, if it's on your phone, you can't really give it away no more. Which means he has to buy a day saver. He has to buy a day saver. Back then, I'd finish my journey by one
smart
stop
as well. Like
day saver.
You have a boss. You have an account in it. I can't give you my password log into my account. For one man only. So the man. It's kind of like some your Netflix. Remember Netflix passed the password on. They ain't having it no more, man. Yo, to get into some more jail stories anyway, man. It's another jail story.
And everyone was like, oh, yeah, like, you know, oh yeah, I've got that. I want to earn £15 a week. And I remember, I can't remember if somebody asked me or if I just said it, but I remember saying £15 a week.
And Wood Hill's kind of classed as one, isn't it? Yeah.
So, did you have any apprehensions about coming out? Because you've been in for a long time, things have changed. You're thinking, oh, what am I coming up to?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Not for the roads or anything, because I don't want to go into it too much, but because of my kids. See, having kids, you're thinking, fuck, man, I'm going to come out. I'm a dad. All these responsibilities and all this. In jail is kind of easy, isn't it? The responsibility is there, but they don't expect as much. Expect like they don't expect nothing. You're in jail. What can you do? You're meant to be broke. You're meant to be popped down. But if you can provide, then do that, innit? But it's like, bro, in all honesty, I don't know about it's easier, but you have no problems, innit? The problems
I understand
are
what you're
there.
saying. I understand what you're
The problems are there. But when I'm thinking, shit, everyone's gas to come out. And when it's about you're about to come out, you're thinking, bro.
I mean,
see that there? You know what that's called? That's called being institutionalized, man. Your oppressor's such a devil. What they do? They lock brothers up, and when you're in jail a long time, every brother in jail wants to get out of jail. The goal is to get out of jail. Guess what? When you come out of jail, guess what? You ain't got no house, man. You ain't got no job, man. You can't maintain yourself. So what do you want to do? Go back to jail? And that's what they want, man. Everybody, what they say, being in jail is easy. I got no responsibilities. Someone feeds me every day. I ain't got to go out there and find food. I ain't got to find shelter. I ain't got to find clothes. And that's what they do, man. Remember, this brother was living life before he went to jail, but they put you in jail and they keep you in a box so long that you don't know how to live outside of jail, man. To the point that now, you rather go back in. And that's what people do. They become institutionalized, man. They've been in jail so long that they just want to get back in there, man. It's like anyone got to say that.
And it's a sad way, man. Sad life. You come out of jail, you don't know where to start, so you just think, you know what? Let me just go back in. That's what they do. They have you in jail. They lock you away from everyone, and before you know it, you're just not used to being free. And then before you know it, you have to just keep going jail because this is the only place where someone feeds you. Basically, it's just a sad way of life, man. What you need to do is come out of jail and never go back, man. We'll show you how to get back on your feet, man. You don't need no prison system to teach you anything. You can learn out here, man. Just stay out of jail. That's what you want to do. Stay out of jail, man. You don't want to be in jail where you're in some cell and all of them things, man. Listen, man. Jail ain't the place to be. It's a horrible place in there, man. It's disgusting. Them little the blue mattress, them little thin sheets. 2 of you in a room and a man's using the toilet in front of you, man. What kind of life is that, man? Imagine that you're in the cell and the next man's using the toilet in front of you. Nah, man.
Yeah, a brother told me, man, you go in jail, you lose more than your freedom, man. Because you lose your dignity, man. Imagine that. Imagine police just sweep and sweep your room every month, man. Imagine they do a strip search and they tell you to they put a mirror under between your legs, man. Imagine that, man. A man looking in the mirror, seeing all your balls and everything, man, and tell you to squat and cuff, man. You lose more than your freedom, man. It's a shame that over time, brothers get used to it. Well, it's not bad. It's better than going and looking at a job. It's better than going out there and trying to provide. It's too much, man. It's easier to be in here, man. And that's what they want you, man. Institutionalized and broken, man. We tell you, come out of jail and join the ISUPK. You are needed, man. Right. You're not needed behind them bars, man. Like, man, you serve a higher purpose than being behind bars, man. Don't be listening to no rappers, man. A lot of the rappers ain't in jail themselves, man. So lucky, man. Just moving on anyway. So this is Lenny Henry, the comedian. Lenny Henry was on the Big Nasty Show, and they're talking about his achievements and the time when black people weren't on TV, yada yada yada. And Mo the comedian said something that kind of struck a nerve. And hold on, Mo. You should be saying this. You know what I mean? I went to go see Mo one time, and after hearing this, after hearing what I heard about Mo recently, I kind of want my money back, man. Had I known, I would have supported Mo.
You are like the original forefather of black TV. Like without you, a lot of shows wouldn't even have happened and started. But when you sit back home now and see shows like myself and Mo and so many other like black television stars coming through, how do you feel? Because remember, you know, when you was popping, TVs were pregnant. You get what I mean? Like TVs had big back and everything. You know, funny thing, yeah? Harlow was the first time I knew I had to have an aerial. You never had an aerial?
What did you used to do?
No, you just take the silver hanger and you shove it in the back of the TV. That was standard, innit?
This is the best conversation of my life, by the way. I think you were asking about what it's like to watch telly now as opposed to...
Yeah, man, back in the day.
It hasn't changed as much as I thought it was going to change. Because what happens is black artists get a show and they get one season, maybe 2 seasons, and then bang, they're gone. And what's great is now you've got BAFTA award-winning you guys and you're representing, but there still needs to be some progress made in terms of giving people a proper chance and giving them a run, you know. One day we'll have that. And you guys are proving that it's possible to do that. So keep doing that. This is the most black people I've seen backstage in any show I've ever done in my life.
I done told you, the revolution! The revolution!
Can I ask you, Lenny, when you was on TV, did you feel like there was a big pressure to really represent the black community? Because when I first had my show, and I guess it'll be the same for yourself, Nasty, like you always want to represent our culture to the highest, but I could imagine it when you was on TV, that was kind of...
So hold on. This nigga here talking about representing culture to the highest, man. Mo talking about he felt the pressure of representing black people to the highest. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna show you what I learned about Mo last week, man. No, this week's a lucky, man. You can't be representing black people, but Mo, this is your woman, man. Like, cause when someone got it says Mo Gilligan moves into 5-bedroom house with actress girlfriend Sophie Wise. Mo, how are you representing black people when your woman don't look like you, man? Right. Your woman, you want to represent black people, but your woman ain't black. A man that represents black people look at him and go, "Oh, he's everything I want to be, man." He has black children, black wife, black family, does things what black people do. You ain't representing black people, man, at all. If this is your woman, you represent black people so much. Meanwhile, you can't lie down with a black woman, man. You represent black people so much. The woman you lie down with don't look like you or your mom or your dad, man. How can you say you represent black people, man? So luck you. And that's the problem. We use people like this to represent us, man. We don't need them, man. Listen, the ISUPK are the best representative for black people, man. Right. We feed black people, love black people. Our women are black, our children are black. We have holidays just for black people, classes just for black people. No, listen, this is the only place you will get black love, man. Right. You look at Mo and think, oh, he's such a representative for black people, man. Oh, listen, that's what I look up to. Meanwhile, if you're a woman out there thinking Mo's a black representative, Mo would never have sex with you, man. Mo don't find you attractive, man. Mo takes all that black money and gives to a white woman, man. Mo moves a white woman into a 5-bedroom house, man. Meanwhile, there's black women out there in the ends that would love to be with Mo and be in a 5-bedroom house, man. This white woman that don't need your money is getting your money, man. You're making her rich and her family rich and benefiting them. Meanwhile, there's black women out there living in shelters, man. Living in rat-infested apartments and roaches and all types of 1-bedroom houses, man. In the cold, central heating ain't working, boiler broke, and Mo sees all that. Remember, Mo's from Peckham, you know. He sees all that and goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna marry this white woman that don't need me. All you black women need me, but yeah, I'm gonna marry these, like, man." Listen, man, Mo ain't no representative for black people, man. It's like,
what Mo should have done is got a black woman, man, that looks a bit like himself. That's what he should have done. Got someone like himself. Imagine this. As a black man, nobody likes you anyway. And then as soon as you make it, you go and get your enemy's woman, man. When you could have had your own woman, why wouldn't you take a woman from the ghetto and make her experience what it's like to live in a 5-bedroom house, man? Surely his girlfriend, Sophie Wise, she grew up in a 5-bedroom house already, man. She grew up in a nice, posh neighborhood with wealthy parents. And black people always do it, man. As soon as they get a little bit of a name for themselves, they go get a woman of another race, man. Which shows their hatred for black people. Because if they love black people, they would then get a black woman from the ghetto and be like, you know what? This is my sister. I've known her. She's my high school lover or whatever. Let me take her out the ghetto and we get a 5-bedroom house. But no, what did he do? He went and married. Well, he's with some devil called Sophie Wiseman. And I bet you he's going to get an MBE for it next, man. He's going to get a member of the British Empire Award for it, man. Because he's that woman's concubine, man. So he's going to get an MBE for it very soon, man. And what makes it worse is Mo's dad is up. Arrest the man, you seen him?
Yeah, Rasta.
But then again, Rasta men love white women too. Okay, I see white. Rasta men love white women. But listen, every Rasta man has a big white woman, man.
Not my dad,
but a big one.
But that's track record speaks for itself.
Pinkest ones have the big pink ones, man. I'm lying. It's not something you ain't seen. They have them big pink ones, man. You see a Rasta man talking to you about black love, and you see some big Edomite woman walking behind them. I'm thinking it's a passerby, and this is woman. Listen, a Rasta man can't tell me nothing, man. Any Rasta man could never tell me nothing no more, man. You Rasta men are disqualified from talking to me, man.
That's right.
See that big white woman in the background, man. No, the banned from talking. It's like put the mic down, man. Every Rasta man banned from talking.
It's like give me Ecclesiasticus in the pocket real quick, man. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, what's name? Sophie Wise will be okay. Listen, if Sophie Wise never met Mo in her life, guess what? She'll be okay, man. Somebody else will marry her, man. So her people ain't 9 times likely to be stopped by the police, man. She don't come from a people that's known for having single parent homes, man. She don't come from a people that's got drugs in the neighborhood. She'll be fine, man. And the one black man we got, one of the fewest that we got with money, took someone that don't need the money, man. Listen, man, we can talk about Ecclesiasticus 26 and 19 real quick, man. That's what the Bible says about this, man. And a black man, listen, this should piss you off. Look who made Mo rich, man. Who supported Mo, man? Black people did. We supported him. We're the reason why he got that show, man. We said, you know what? Let's help one of our own, man. Right. We're the ones that can relate to the jokes. We laughed at the jokes, and we bought them tickets, and we filled out them arenas, man. And guess what? When he got that money, the same woman that went to his concerts and paid, he said, I would never do with one of you, lot, man. Right. Thanks for the money, but I couldn't lie down between your legs, man. You can never be my wife. I'm gonna go get one of these, man. Ain't that spit in the face? After we supported you, man. We supported you. Your jokes are relatable to us.
Right.
We went to the street, and Michael Jackson did the same as well. We bought all them tickets, supported his career. When Michael had rape charges, who was the one saying lock him up? White people were. Who were the ones saying he didn't do it? Black people were, man.
Right.
And meanwhile, listen, them same people that love Michael so much, he can't bear to look like us, man.
Right.
He can't bear to have black nose, black lips, he got black skin. So damn that. I don't look like them niggas. And them same niggas that he hates so much supported him, man. Right into the end, man. So luck, yeah. Read that for me, Baba Kashar.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 19. My son, keep the flower of thine age sound, and give not thy strength to strangers.
The Bible goes, don't give your strength to strangers. What's your strength, man? What you work for, your money, man, your hard-earned money. Right. This man got his strength and give it to strangers, man.
Right.
Took the money that he worked for, that worked hard and sold out careers, got his own show, and gave it to white people.
Right.
Imagine this. White people enslave black people. For hundreds of years, white people making money off black people, man. White people lock black people up so they can make money for £15 an hour. Just so that hundreds of years later, a black man will give them money willingly. Imagine that. 400 years ago, white man had to force black people on the field and whip our back to get money out of us. Just to know that 400 years in the future, we're going to give him anyway. We're going to go, here you go. Oh, man, it's lucky, man. We're going to move on for this clown. No, I'm not going to laugh at another Mo joke again.
I'm funnier than that nigga Mo, the comedian cut as well. You need to give me a stage. Put me on Def Jam comedy. Okay. Give me a 5-bedroom house so I can move in a black woman and some black children, man.
I just send
the 5-bedroom house.
I need a 5-bedroom.
Saying, man. Get me. They got squeezing up in these little bedrooms. Meanwhile, Mo's moving a white woman in a 5-bedroom, man.
Trust me.
You give us the 5-bedroom, man. We need them.
Us black men grew up with bunk beds.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Moses moved some devil. Mo ain't got no kids, man.
No kids.
Move some devil to a 5-bedroom, man.
What? Exactly. Give us the 5 bedrooms, man.
Oh, it's disgusting, man. We grew up living on bunk beds and everything there. So anyway, this is the last one. I'm playing the last video real quick. So Edward Colston was a devil. That's like yeah, Edward Colston was some devil that used to enslave black people, and in Bristol they got a statue of him. So last year, white people broke the statue down, and they went to court recently, and the boss case, So I'll show you the video real quick and to let you know that listen, this was black people, it would have been different. The verdict would have went different, man. I'm telling you now. You know that, innit?
So many people because we have never been alone in this journey. We've been
so supportive, and we are, we're such a small part of this, really. There were so many people that day, so many people like reverberating across the world in response to it.
We didn't change history, we rectified history. And this is the victory for Bristol, this is the victory for racial equality, and this is the victory for anyone who wants to go the right side of history.
The toppling of the Colston statue. It became one of the defining images of the Black Lives Matter movement, whose consequences still ripple through the city of Bristol more than 18 months on. Jurors had seen footage of Sage Willoughby, who's 22, placing a rope around the head of the statue memorialising the slave trader Edward Colston. It was an act of love for others, he told the court. Milo Ponsford, also in his 20s, supplied one of the ropes. He said he considered the statue a disgrace in such a multicultural city. Bringing it down was an idea mentioned the night before and overheard by Rhian Graham, who's 30. She also brought a rope, describing Bristol as a liberal city with a mass murderer venerated at its heart. And then there was Jake Skews, involved in rolling the statue 500 metres or so towards the harbour. All I cared about, he said, was how to get it in the river to stop the council putting it back up again.
The prosecution had told the court that they weren't apologists for Edward Colston and his ilk, but this trial wasn't about him, it was about the actions of the defendants. Yet it was precisely the story of Edward Colston which the defence said was entirely relevant to this case. So jurors heard from the historian David Onshoga, who said that Colston had in effect been the CEO of a company responsible for enslaving more Africans than any other in British history. Another witness spoke of her enslaved ancestors and said that the statue had been profoundly shameful. A clear case of criminal damage claimed the prosecution. The defence summed up perhaps by the remark of one lawyer: if you have a cancer like Colston festering in your city, you cut it out. In a city criticised for years of indecision over the future of that statue, it took a jury less than 3 hours deliberating to find all four not guilty.
We all have ability to say how our space is decorated and who we venerate, who we celebrate. And one thing that we know now is that Colston does not represent Bristol.
No. Listen, took down Edward Colston, man. Listen, had that been 4 black people, listen, that would have been 4 guilty verdicts, man. 4 guilty verdicts. Because of what they done right there was criminal damage, man. If you want a statue removed, you know what you got to do? You got to go to the council. Have a petition, do it the right way, man. These devils literally broke the law. They said, damn that. And ripped the statue down. Listen, the statue could have fell on somebody. Endangered lives. Listen, they're saying, damn what the law says. We're going to do what we want. And guess what? All 4 of them was found not guilty, man. All 4 of them was found not guilty. Meanwhile, black people died for less, man. Right. We died for less, man. A black boy got punched by the police just because he was resisting arrest. Meanwhile, these men ripped down the statue, and I know for a fact, this was black people, listen, why do you think the statue been there for so long? Because black people too scared to take it down, man. Right. You know what I mean? 4 white teenagers come and rip it down and drag it, literally dragged it through Bristol city centre, man, and dumped it in the docks, man. That is criminal damage, man. That's not how you go around it, man. So lucky, man.
Yeah, listen, man. If that was 4 black people, man, 4 black people would be working in Topshop for £15 a week, man. 4 black people would be working in Topshop for £15 a week. But they should have just left the statue there. Like there's no point England trying to hide its crimes now. They should have left the statue there. So when we walk past with our children and they say, who's that? We can tell them exactly who it is, man. Right. This is the slave master that enslaved our people, man. Maybe Mo Gillingham needed to see that statue, man.
That's right.
Maybe Mo needed to see it, and then maybe when I've been with Sophie Wise. Maybe when he did go to Bristol, the what's his name? Edward Colston statue wasn't there, man. Maybe we need to see some of these things. Don't hide your crimes now. Leave the statues there. Black people are thinking, yeah, these white people are cool. They got rid of this statue because they care about black people. No, man. It's because they're ashamed, man. That's all it is. They're ashamed, but they don't regret the position that they're in because they know white privilege helps them out in life, man. I mean, it helped them out in court. It helped them out in court. In less than 3 hours, they got not guilty verdicts. Those black people, yeah, they would have said, listen, you're violent, you done this, you done that. But all them statues, man, black people don't get all upset when you see these slave master statues. You see them there and you teach your children exactly what they are and why they're there, man. This is the slave master. These are the people you should stay away from. Listen, this country is part of the British Empire and it hates black people. That's why they're honoring a slave master right here with this road name, with this statue. Don't let them hide it and pull it in the river. I don't want Edward Colston in the river, man. I want his statue back up there, man.
Listen,
I need it back up there, man.
No, but listen, the damage is already done.
Exactly.
There's no point taking Edward Colston down now. Listen, what's his name? Drizzy. He got called nigger on the job, man.
Exactly.
On the job. Listen, the statue at the problem. Listen, the statue was down, and she still, at that time, the statue was down, and she still called him a nigger, man, spat on him, man. And she probably only went to jail because why? Because why she broke the door? They try to lie and say, oh, yeah, because we're lacking anybody saying racial stuff. So they say, for all we know, she got locked up for criminal damage, man. And when she said that, the statue was down, man. So lucky, man. That's the least. They're taking the statue down. Meanwhile, the damage is already done. Mo Gilligan's already having sex with white women, man, and giving him all of his money.
He's already moved them into a 5-bedroom house, man.
Come on, man. He's already moved into a 5-bedroom house with his money that a lot of us don't get, man. He got it and moved him into a 5. It's already been destroyed. You know, Mark Douglas already dead, man. You want to move it now? So lucky, man. But anyway, man, listen. We'll be here next week anyway. Again on the ends, 9 to 11. Sabbath service tomorrow at 10 to 11. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thanks to everyone in the chat, man. We'll hit me again with the announcements.
All right, we've got a feast day in the UK, Purim, February 14th and 15th, 2-day feast. Come on down to that, man. We're going to have a ball of a time, man. The brothers, the sisters, we're going to drink, we're going to eat, man. We're going to party, man. Come on down, man. Get me? Come on down, man. You're going to see the brothers, man. You're going to see the brothers on the YouTube, DJing and so forth, man. You're going to see my brother Tazapo on, getting it on the dance floor, man. Niggas know about Tazapo and the feast days, man. Listen, man. You better ask Tazarpon to teach you that 2-step, man. Niggas said Tazarpon with the 2-step. I'm
trying to catch it. I'm trying to catch it.
Listen, we're still trying to learn it.
I'm trying to catch it, man.
Listen, come on down to the sisters is going to be cooking up the food. The brothers is going to be, you know, showing extreme brotherhood. Come on down to the feast days, man. February 14th, 15th. And then the Passover, Florida, Cocoa Beach, man. Come on down to that, April 15th.
We're having Levite food this week.
We're having what?
Levite food. So look out for that. What is Levite food?
What is Levite food?
Enlighten us, man. Give us some examples, man, so we can
get me. Type it in the recipe so we can Google it.
We can Google it. Screen share it. Show the people what they're in for, man.
Get me.
Yeah, Haitian food.
I think it's plantain. It's plantain.
We have beef sometimes.
Plantain.
We have beef sometimes. What is it? Plantain.
Plantain. It's plantain. It's plantain. Nah, I'm joking. It's all right. Then if it's what it's plantain.
Yeah.
All right then. So if it's plantain, yeah. When you say the word
mountain,
is it mountain?
Mountain?
It's mountain. No, it's mountain. It's mountain.
When it's
it's mountain.
When it's a noun. When it's a verb, it's like maintain.
When you're just
anyway, it's like
you're just Captain Precious, Captain Precious. What's it called? Give us some Levite food.
Where's the food at, man?
Come give us some Levite food, yeah. So that way we can pull up a picture in the chat and see if we're turning up. So like, give us the menu. Just Google it. You might be able to find it. If they put it in there.
Let me see. What Haitian food, yeah?
Quatazar said this determines if it's turning up or not, depending on what he sees in the menu. He said this determines if it's turning up or not. You see the smoke coming out of my exhaust.
What's the national dish? Haitian national dish.
Griot. What is it?
Beef or goat turkey.
Beef or goat turkey
with what? You saw popcorn making jollof rice, man.
Popcorn, man.
Oi, bro, listen.
Popcorn, man.
The man didn't see it. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Drinking jollof rice, you know. What did it look like? Shit, man.
Is it this one? Right? Yeah, it's that's it. Okay. It's dirty, don't worry. Okay. First of all, yeah, this is fried. Yeah, this is fried. Yeah. So this is what we are going to do, and then we use half for the long, and then half for the ghost tip. Okay. Oh my God! Roll and calling. Is mine. Oh, it's your wife. Yeah. Tell her I said that in there.
Listen, it's bring me Haitian food, but it's lucky, man. After seeing the jollof rice, listen, man. No, I mean, no one can cook like 12 tribes in Israel, man. The jollof gotta go, man. It's lucky.
Exactly.
Big man team. Listen, who can honestly say they've never seen jollof?
Me, I've never ever tasted jollof in my life.
I don't lie. I feel like it tastes.
I feel like it tastes.
Hey, I didn't tell you.
I feel like Quatazar made some jollof.
I feel like you put me jollof.
I feel like Quatazar put the Heinz ketchup in the jollof. Oh, what rice did you use? It white rice or brown rice?
I heard it's like tomato puree and rice and that, man. Oh.
Nah, that looks disgusting, man. Honestly, it's not unlawful for you to eat it, but in my house, it's unlawful. So lucky. You ain't gonna come to my house and get a plate of jollof. That's what I'm saying. You ain't getting no jollof.
It sounds horrible, man.
You ain't getting no jollof
I
in
feel
here.
like another one, yeah. See, if I actually mix the thing with the thing. Let me see if I got it.
That's the one I don't know how you eat.
It's the one. Yeah. The mix of rice with some tomato puree and that. Oh. Nah, mama. Fuck that. Listen.
No, I'm not a fan of that.
I'll tell you straight, man.
Yeah.
I can't run.
Jollof. That's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Deal breaker.
Yeah. Cooking and done. Make right. Cooking, cooking, Stefan.
The thing is, you know popcorn ain't gonna eat it. You know, just make it just for the camera. You're not gonna eat it, man. You get me? But anyway, so
that's like one last thing the man said is making the rice, the African rice, and he said bumbleclot. You can't use the two together, man. If you're making African rice, you can't use the word bumbleclot no more, man. You're disqualified from using that word popcorn, man. Popcorn. I was born in England, but I have more rights to that word than you now, man. Because you eating jollof rice, man.
He's not gonna eat it, man.
Rice
I know he's not gonna eat it. I know he's not gonna eat it.
Nah, he's probably gonna eat it. If he eats, he's gonna gain some fans. But I'm telling you, give it a few years, yeah. In Jamaica, they're gonna eat jollof with jerk chicken, and it's gonna be the. I'm telling you, give it some time. They're gonna be. We're gonna be the only ones who ain't eating jollof.
Jerk jollof and that.
Jerk jollof. It's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, I'm about to get some chicken, some steak right
chips
now.
and
Steak for next door.
We say we're about to get us some steak and chips.
Steak and chips for next door.
All right, we're gonna get us some steak and chips. Some what?
Some peppered steak
with the onions and the corn. What?
With
the
everything.
Corn what? Come on.
What's the
corn relish, man.
The relish.
You don't remember the corn relish?
I didn't know the name.
That's what I'm saying. All you know is it's good. The corn relish. We got what?
Exotic food, right?
I was just like saying to me, though.
Do it for this time, innit?
Do it before we don't.
You should start saying, "Yo, get it ready for this time." Get me. We're about to have this.
So what onions as well?
Yeah, we're about to have the steak and chips with the onions. Nah, I doubt it. Listen, down to the onions this season. I'm a lying. Them onions this season, you know. Don't you think?
Should I do oxtail instead?
Nah, too much bone. Yeah, sometimes you don't want it. It's up to you, but I'd rather stick to.
You know,
steak and
chips, yeah, with the oxtail gravy on it. You ain't tried that?
I might try that, you know.
Listen, it slaps.
I might tell him put the oxtail gravy on the chips.
Put oxtail gravy on the chips, man. I usually niggas always make one piece of oxtail fall on the chips.
I'm saying.
Get me. But anyway, so lucky, man.
So lucky we need to wrap it up because we're back. I'm gone.